Psych, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Protest Sports from the Protest Sports Network. Back with that video for y'all today, man. We got a blessed one, stay safe, stay healthy. All glory to God. On God, we're rapping to y'all right now. Shout out to God, man. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope God's opening doors and paving ways for all of y'all. And I hope all of you guys are having a really great and productive spiritually, mentally, and physically day. Amen. Today, we're talking Washington football. I'm recording this on a Sunday evening after a long day of Washington football. And we're going to talk about the quarterback situation in DC, man. Is it time for a quarterback change in DC? I know a lot of people love Taylor Heinicke. I know a lot of people want to see Taylor Heinicke be the franchise quarterback of the Washington football team. But we're going to talk about reasons why he's not the guy and why that we need to go ahead and switch quarterbacks. I think it's time for Kyle Allen. And I'm going to explain why in this video. And we're going to get right into this. So we're going to look up Taylor Heinicke's statistics and give you guys the ups and downs of Taylor Heinicke this year. And then I will go ahead and give you Kyle Allen stats from last year in a sparing time. Very, very, very sparing sample size, very small. But we'll talk about things that Taylor Heinicke has not done that Kyle Allen can do to help this offense get back on track, especially if we're not going to have Terry McLaurin this week and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. We're going to go ahead and go here and look at Taylor Heinicke's statistics. So far this year, he has 2,800 yards passing, which is 16th in the league. He has 18 touchdowns, which is 13th in the league. He has 11 interceptions, which is tied for 25th. I don't know if that's like the worst, 25th worst or whatever it is. But he does have 11 picks. He has a QBR, which is 22nd in the league. So this game, he had a QBR of 4. The one touchdown pass to Cam Sims was all he did today. Trash. And before I even get to it, I'm not saying Taylor Heinicke is trash or he's awful or we need to throw him a heck away. He'll need to be on this roster, period. He just don't need to be the starter quarterback the rest of the season. I think we need to just switch to create a different spark to our offense right now. So, we played okay week 1. Played really well in the Giants game. The Falcons game he played well in. The Bucs game, he was superb in that game. He played really well against Carolina. And he actually played okay versus Green Bay. He looked okay in the Packers game, a little okay in the Green Bay game. And the rest of the games of the season, I said the Giants game, he was great. Atlanta, he was great. Carolina, he was great. Tampa, great. He was great. And those 4 games, he was incredible win. He played okay against the Chargers, not too bad in relief of Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that's pretty much about it. He was like okay versus the Raiders. He was okay in that game. But he had a couple of up for grab throws. But the rest of these games, he was not good at. He was not great versus Seattle. I know the statistics say he was actually okay, but he didn't play that great against Seattle. He only scored 17 points. That's all you really need to know. Carolina, the Denver game was absolutely horrific. The Kansas City game was really bad as well. He was awful versus New Orleans. He was awful in the Buffalo game. He was awful today. And it said, even some of our wins, he doesn't play well in, honestly speaking. We scored a combined 17. We have 34 points in the last 2 weeks going into this game. So we had to play better offensively, and he definitely did not bring it today at all. He was absolutely horrific. 11 for 25, 122, 44% completion percentage. Absolutely awful. He threw that disgusting interception on the screen to Randy Gregory for a pick 6, and it was just bad. Just bad. Just bad. Just bad. Overall, just bad. Oh, yeah, I wanted a pick 6. That was a fumble. That was a fumble 6, but he fumbled in this game, too. He had 2 turnovers. It was bad. So very bad in this game for Taylor Heinicke. And very inconsistent throughout the season for Taylor Heinicke this year. So we're going to look up Kyle Allen stats from last year, which is a very, very small sample size, like I stated. But we'll talk about it. So last year, Kyle Allen had 69% completion percentage, which is actually pretty good. 610 yards in 4 games, which is not 4 games, by the way. He didn't play a full game versus the Rams, and he didn't play a full game against the Giants. So really like 3 games, to be honest. But yeah, 7 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. The longest touchdown was 52 yards. I believe that was a Terry McLaurin, I think. Yeah, Terry McLaurin. And his quarterback rating was around 100, and his QBR was a 68.2. That's not bad. I was actually did statistics. So these are reasons why I think it's time to go to Kyle Allen. All right. First of all, Kyle Allen has a bigger arm than Taylor Heinicke. Let's be real here. He's actually bigger in stature. He's about 3-4 inches taller than him, so he can see over this line that sometimes Taylor just cannot see. Number 2. Number 3, I think Kyle will take care of the ball better. I know he did not do that well in Carolina, but I think last year he showed some things that he improved on. He improved on taking care of the football. He improved on not making a bunch of mistakes. Yes, he turned the ball over twice versus the Giants. Did he turn the ball over any other game last year he played in? No, he did not. So I think that it's time to go ahead and give him the nod, because if you want to win football games, we got to get better quarterback play. And the last couple of weeks, yes, we got away with wins versus Seattle and versus the Raiders. But if we played anyone better than those teams that we played on those 2 Sundays, just Monday and Sunday respectively, we lose those games. If Russell Wilson's healthy, we get smoked by the Seahawks because he's a lot better than Taylor Heinicke is. If Derek Carr had Darren Waller, we lose versus the Raiders. Understand that 17 points should not got them those wins, honestly speaking. Scoring 17 should have cost us the game. If Taylor can go back to playing how he played versus Tampa and Carolina, yes, he should be the starting quarterback. But right now, the way he's looked right now, he looks broken. He actually looks like his psyche is broken. And as long as he's looking like that, he'll continue to make mistakes like he has. And every week, he throws about 3 or 4 throws that's up for grabs. Honestly, Taylor Heinicke should have more than 20 interceptions this year, if you want to be real and be honest. But it's just time. It's time. It's time for Kyle Allen. I don't want to see him on Taylor Heinicke this year. I don't. If he play like that again in a must-win situation, because this is a must-win game coming up versus Philadelphia, and if he plays like this next week, we're going to lose. And if we do lose that game, all playoff hopes are lost and the season is over with. Period. Understand that. We dropped to 6-8 with 3 games left. 1 versus the Cowboys, 1 versus Eagles and Giants. We're going to probably miss the playoffs, and we'll probably be sitting at home watching the postseason. But we did start 2-6, so at this point, I want a respectable season, and we can go from there. But that's going to do it for me, man. It's time for Kyle Allen. I understand you guys might not like Kyle Allen. I'm not the biggest Kyle Allen guy myself. I'm not the biggest Heinicke guy. I think we need to retool the entire quarterback room this offseason. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. You guys are new, turn post notifications. Always catch your Protest Sports via the Protest Sports Network. You guys put God first to save this COVID-19. Or maybe game most like a talent sport choice. Long professional off the field, technically sound. You will ultimately talent, athleticism, through hard work and dedication, man. Protest fans want to go have a great one, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.